I believe that the heart does go on.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday Evening with Alex and Luke, episode 20.
This is our weekly travel show that documents our trips and travels through every state, province, and territory in Canada and the United States, as dictated by you on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, alexandluke.com.
And it's an exciting one because we're actually on a cruise ship sailing the waters of Alaska as we speak.
We just left Ketchikan,
Yeah.
where we had a very long trip
Yes.
this week at sea.
We actually started this week in Seattle, where we boarded this Carnival cruise ship, the Spirit.
And then we spent a day at sea traversing through Canadian waters,
Mm-hmm.
and before arriving in Juneau, Alaska.
And from Juneau, Alaska, we went to Glacier Bay, one of the most spectacular places on Earth.
And after Glacier Bay, we went to Skagway.
Yeah?
And from Skagway, we took a train and a bus to the Yukon.
Through BC first.
Correct. And went to Carcross.
Yeah. And then from there we went back to Skagway, and today we were in Ketchikan. And we're just leaving now.
Our favorite sleep this week is in the room that we're filming this episode from.
Yeah, obviously.
This is the longest we've had a room for the entire project.
Yes, 7 days in one place has been pure heaven. And not only that, it's been a great room.
It's an amazing room. Look at our view. It's always like this. There's mountains going by and whales popping up. What a beautiful room.
We literally wake up in the morning, look out the window, and oftentimes see a whale. It's unbelievable.
I don't know if all cruise ships are like this, but I'm not willing to chance it. I'm just gonna keep getting this room until the day I die.
It's a good room.
I love it. 4133 Carnival Cruise Spirit. Our favorite meal this week is at a little restaurant called the Empire Room.
And it happens to be the main dining room on this cruise ship.
The Empire Room on the Carnival Spirit is providing me with vegetables, meat, and...
Everything you could possibly imagine, anytime. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. We haven't eaten this well in
A long
months.
time. Yeah.
Months.
And last night's was particularly good. We had 2 different cuts of meat, wonderful vegetables, dessert was good. Oh, and your appetizer was killer.
Unbelievable.
It was like a vegetable tortellini without pasta. And our waiters are the best there. They're so cool. You have the same waiter all week long.
I don't know if food's this good on all cruise ships, but I'm not willing to chance it. I'm going to keep going back to the Empire Room and from now until the day I die.
Table 402.
402.
It's actually really good. I've been on a cruise before, and oftentimes you're forced to sit with a big table of other people, but on this one they actually have 2-person tables, which, I mean, it would be nice. We're meeting people all the time, so it's
Tons
nice
of
to
people.
have, like, dinner on your own. But you do have the option of sitting with other people if you want.
And every night the waiters perform a song, and last night was...
That low,
low, and it's the best. Our favorite city this week is Ketchikan, Alaska.
Yeah, to be honest, it's kind of hard to pick because they were all so beautiful and remote and gorgeous. But today we were in Ketchikan, maybe that's why it's on my mind. But it was beautiful.
There's salmon jumping literally everywhere you go.
The
Harbor seals, those bears. We didn't see any on our trip.
But apparently they're everywhere, and there's a rainforest, which is absolutely beautiful. And normally it rains there, but today it was so beautifully sunny.
It rains over 300 days of the year in Ketchikan.
It's the capital of rain in the whole world.
But we had one day there and it didn't rain, and maybe that's why it's our favorite. So don't go and hate us if it's raining, but if it's half as charming raining as it is unraining.
It was lovely. I liked it.
Glacier Bay National Park is my favorite attraction we visited in North America today.
It's unreal.
It's unbelievable. And we were lucky enough to be on a cruise that left after September 1st. And because of that, we were able to go into a bay that you can't normally go into.
Yeah, right, because normally the seals are, I guess, raising their young there, and they keep it protected and they don't allow cruise ships to go in. But after September, they do. And so we were able to go in.
It's a John Hopkins Glacier in John Hopkins Bay is absolutely beautiful. I haven't been that happy in a very long time.
And the boat just goes in and kind of circles slowly for a while, and we saw whales and bald eagles and seals, and it was just kind of unreal.
It's the most naturally beautiful thing I've ever seen.
The icebergs floating by, I can't believe that we saw it. And had we had our car with us, we never would have been able to go there.
No, Glacier Bay. If you are planning an Alaskan cruise,
make sure it goes to Glacier Bay.
And if it doesn't go, don't book it.
Well, that said, we didn't go on the other ones.
Very
Maybe
true.
It's good too.
Book an Alaskan cruise.
Our favorite moment this week? Well, it was actually when we crossed the border into Canada for the first time in months, and then found ourselves in the Yukon territory.
Yeah, we were lucky enough that Carnival offered an excursion that could bring us to the Yukon and allow us to visit that state. So, by state I mean province.
Yeah, and by province
I
you
mean
territory.
But it was amazing to make it to the Yukon. It would have cost us a lot of money to make it there on our own, and we were able to do this, take advantage of it, and we're sorry we weren't able to go to Whitehorse and join the Sourdough Club,
Right.
Sourdough Cocktail
Yeah.
Club, but if we did, we would have been in debt after this,
Yeah,
and
that's
now we're
actually
not.
Dawson City, which is way
Oh
up
yes,
there too.
yes.
But that said, we probably would not have had the experience that we had if it wasn't for all this stuff happening this week. So I'm very grateful, and the Yukon was beautiful. I can't wait to go back.
I love it. I will be back.
So cool. And we saw huskies, which was cool.
And we sent postcards.
We did.
Our favorite song this week was suggested by you for me to sing at karaoke, and I had a lot of people laugh at me about it.
Let's just play the clip. It
Not
speaks
the
for
whole clip.
itself.
We'll play 10 seconds now, and the rest will be available at the end of this video.
There's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
Well, thank you for suggesting that, this person.
It was quite the moment. People have been mentioning it. by
I
the way.
met someone in line the other day. They're like, "Oh, you're that guy from karaoke. It's gonna be on YouTube." I'm like, "Yes, yes." Terribly embarrassing. Favorite moment of the week. Oh no, song of the week. Not my favorite moment.
It's my favorite moment.
Yeah. We're wearing our Alaska shirts, and because of that, we'll teach you some Alaskan things that we learned this week. I'll start.
Okay.
Alaska was purchased for 2 cents an acre from the Russians.
That is interesting. I learned today about, well, we were in the rainforest. We learned a lot of things about the rainforest in Alaska, and I learned about how mama bears teach their baby cubs to climb a tree by kind of putting them at the bottom of it and then attacking them to see what they'll do. And we saw a tree with little claw marks all the way up it of baby cubs. That was cool.
Black bears only. Don't expect to see
No.
grizzlies maybe doing
That's
that.
true. Ooh, I learned something else about black bears.
Go.
I learned that brown bears are the same thing as grizzly bears, and that black bears can be any color from white to gray to tan to brown to black.
White black bear is called the spirit bear.
That's true.
And I also learned that I love cruises.
Yeah, you did learn that, didn't
I
you?
do, yeah.
The first day was a bit rocky. You weren't so sure.
Due to seasickness.
Yeah. And he does this because he also learned that a thing called C-bands, if you wear them correctly, help you with your seasickness.
That is it. That's episode 20. 20?
20.
Monday Evening with Alex and Luke. Who would have thought when we started this that we'd be on a Carnival cruise ship heading back from Alaska?
It's been unbelievable.
I can't thank Carnival Cruises enough.
No, for sure. And everybody who is involved with Alex and Luke at all, because if without any of you, none of this would be able to happen and we wouldn't have been able to show you all these
Alaska,
beautiful sights in
yeah.
Alaska.
So thank you for watching. Wasn't for you.
Yeah, you know what else I learned? One more thing. Alaskan cruises are not just for an older generation.
No. I can't imagine a better way to see Alaska. And if you crunch the numbers, like if you're interested in visiting this state,
It's a great way to do it.
yeah, if you were paying for ferry, food, hotels, it would be double what
Absolutely.
would you normally
And
pay.
there's so many excursions available for adventurous, youthful, I mean young at heart and actual young people. But you have this idea of what an Alaskan cruise is going to be. It's not necessarily like that. It can be, but it's for everybody. And I highly recommend it.
Convince your friends to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
You'll be the most popular kid in your group of friends. This concludes Carnival Cruise Week on alexandluke.com. Stay tuned next week where we come to you from our car.
It's not quite as exciting, is it?
It's way exciting.
alexandluke.com.
This very special and fun episode of Monday Evening with Alex and Luke is brought to you by Carnival, the fun ships.